Hi, beautiful soul, and welcome back to the Shadraska podcast. It's an honor to have you here. I'm always very honored because I don't take it for granted you're here. And I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're doing well. And in this video and this podcast, I want to share that you are so worthy, you're so valuable, and you have so much potential to show up for this world and for yourself, basically, because I believe that you're tuning in today because you want to elevate yourself even more, and that when you are authentic, that is your superpower. That is your superpower, and for you to have the superpower, have the authenticity that you really want to have, is for you to get to know yourself. It is for you to invest in yourself. I know many people want to change the world, but if you don't change yourself first, then you cannot radiate that change into the world. Like be the change you want to see. I love that Michael Jackson music, Man in the Mirror. You have to start with the man in the mirror. You have to start with the woman in the mirror for you to see where in yourself you need to elevate or even transform yourself to be the best version of yourself. So, in this episode, I want to share about how people are burning themselves out or feeling fatigued or feeling stressed at work, especially because they're trying to like fit in or to get promoted, and they forget themselves, but they only do, and they forget themselves. So, according to studies, there are four different types of confidence. And one of the first that is shared is self-esteem. Self-esteem is more like knowing who you are, like you know who you are, and that is the healthiest way to be. Like you're being, you know who you are. You don't put your identity in what you do. And then the second part is confidence. You have the confidence of do the things you want to do, meaning that you have the confidence to go work out. You have the confidence to speak up. You have the confidence to be you. So, having a strong self esteem and strong confidence go together. If they are balanced, that you are a strong person, because without having a high self esteem and you're just relying on your confidence, then you have something that is called performed confidence, and that is the third one. Performance confidence is more like you're just performing. You don't know who you are, but you're just doing. You're good at doing things, and you're getting recognized of the things you're doing, and you're based on your identity of the things that you're doing. So at work, you're so good at everything basically, and people see up to you, and you're doing this because you want to get promoted. But there will come a time where you feel like you don't know anymore who you are, and you start to feel like you don't have the energy anymore to be that performer all the time, and then you burn out and you have fatigue because you don't know who you are. You don't have this foundation. It's like a house. The foundation is your self-esteem, and then when building the house is your confidence. When when a tree has a strong root, the root represents the self-esteem, and the tree represents the confidence. So if you have a performance-based confidence, you will unfortunately burn out because you don't know who you are. You base your identity of the things that you do. So, for instance, when you lose that job, who are you then? Who are you? Same thing with raising a child. If you only base your identity of being a mother, and when a child probably maybe feel like she wants to live her life, or your son wants to live their lives, you will feel devastated because you feel like, but who am I? All these years that I've been a good mother, but you have forgotten who you are. You haven't taken care of who you are. So having performance-based identity is very dangerous in the long term. Same thing with sports. If you, for instance, you play soccer or basketball, track and field, and you get injured, you have based all your life on the sports, then you don't know who you are anymore without the sports, because you have based all of yourself within that sport. So all I want to say within this video is to take the time to get to know yourself. It is so important. And the fourth confidence is called like more like healthy based confidence. It is kind of healthy in a way, but it's healthy based confidence is more like you know who you are based on your community. So you know who you are based on your family. You know who you are based on the any like community you're part of. You base your identity on any group, any community you're part of. But once that community is gone, you once again you don't know who you are. And why it is called healthy based confidence is because it's more of a you don't want to really stand out. You want to be part of that community because you feel like that is who you are, like being a part of a group. You enjoy being part of a group and being yourself. You're not that one that wants to really stand out. And that's fine. That is so fine. But I'm more for knowing who you are, because every human are born here alone, except for twins, of course. But you enter into this world by yourself, and then you're raised by a mother and a father, maybe have siblings, maybe you're surrounded with cousins. But what I'm trying to say is that take your time to get to know yourself, because it is so important for you to do that. That is how you can become authentic. Because when it comes to healthy based confidence, maybe you start to feel like, but who am I really without my family? Who am I really without my community? Who am I without the group I'm part of? And when you start to elevate that part of you, you might be feeling that you want to be authentic. And if that group and community sees for who you are, that is fine, because it's so beautiful that you have supportive community, family, or whatever. But if you start to be authentic, like you start to feel like you want to grow, then um, you might experience the community might not support you, or that group would support you, or even your family. But they might come to terms of, okay, we need to accept for who that person is, for who you are. So being authentic is really to get to know who you really are, for you to have the confidence of being that person that you are, and to build your life. You want to build for yourself and for your loved ones. So I really want to support you on this, on building your confidence and your self esteem, and having that balance between self esteem and confidence. It's really about balance, because we don't live in this world just being. You can't just be, because when you're just being, you're just living, but you're here to build something for yourself. But everything starts of you getting to know who you are, for you to build that vision you have for yourself, or your dream that you have for yourself, and including your loved ones, of course. That's why sometimes when when I ask my clients, who are you doing this for, and why are you doing this? What is the strongest why? And it could be too, like, I want to do this for myself and for my loved ones. I want to show for my loved ones what is possible. So you have like you want to get to know who you really are, and you do this to prove it to yourself that you can make things possible for yourself, but also being this this role model to the people that you love, that you can do whatever you want to do, because everyone has a a I'm losing words here, but everyone has a potential. Everyone has a gift, a unique gifts that they can give to the world. And what I do love about healthy confidence is that you are in a group, you're doing things together. What can be dangerous is that you somehow get inspired by someone else and you try to do that thing that someone else is doing. That is why, like for instance, it is so nourishing and healthy to be part of a group coaching program, because there the coach will ask you questions like, but who are you? Why do you want to do this? Because when you're part of a group, you get inspired, but maybe you try to do something that the other person is doing and that is not really your dream. So it's very important for you to really find out who you really are, because we are so unique. We all are unique, and that's why being authentic is the best way for you to live your life. You gain your own power. I mean, you get connected to the source light of why am I here. You signed a contract before you came to this planet Earth. So I really encourage you to do the inner work. And as of you watching this video, I'm offering you a one-on-one coaching. It is for free. It is 60 minutes long. And there we will find out who you are, why you're here, and so forth. Really like to get to know who you are in one-on-one coaching. I also have a free book that is called Be the Star of Your Life, because there you will have a free book, a workbook that you will work for 21 days to really get to know who you are. You do it for every day that goes by to answer questions that is profound for you to really understand who you really are. So yeah, I really think that this video, it resonates with you so deeply, because there's a reason why you're seeing this video. You want to be authentic. You want to get to know who you are. You want to get to know your being so you can have a strong, high self-esteem to build the life of your dream with confidence. So do not build your dreams or only have a confidence of just doing, because when you're doing, you don't know who you are anymore. And also, you cannot live your life just knowing who you are without doing. Both of them need each other. So yeah, you're here, you're amazing. There's a reason why you're here. You're here to know your purpose. And the first thing of knowing your purpose is knowing who you are. That you're living, you're being, and just living your life, but you're also here to create something. So when you know who you are, then you will know your gifts, and then you know how to execute your gifts. Okay, my beloved, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. And I really hope to see you on the next episode. And you take care. Okay, bye. Hey, so thank you so much for tuning in to this beautiful episode. And the cost-free way for you to support this podcast is if you're tuning in on YouTube, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you're tuning in, listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, follow this podcast and also share with your friends. Thank you so much for being you, and may you always find your ways to bring your heaven down to earth. You take care.